I'm smoking Lahontan Cutthroat trout on this process. You can also do this with lake trout, any fatty trouts. Good to go with this system. This will be considered a dry brine solution. There's a couple cups of brown sugar. There's a non-iodized salt. There's about a quarter cup of that in here. And then mix that all up, and then you could add some flavorings to it as you desire. I like to put a little dill in it. I like to put a little bit of Old Bay, puts a little flavor to it, and then Pappy's seafood flavoring is good. Maybe a tablespoon of each in this mixture. And then that's a good quantity to start with. You might need more depending on how much fish you have, but that's a good start to this. Coat the fish liberally and let them set for overnight in the refrigerator on the mixture. Okay, so this is about a little less than 20-inch fish, 19 and something. So it's just on the upper end of legal, and didn't make it through the process, so we couldn't release it. So we're going to harvest it with a smoker, clean it out, saving the bits for crab trap for Dungeness crab, which should start next month. So that everything gets used. No adipose fin, so he's a hatchery fish. No tag, so chances are he's the Lahontans that were introduced way back when, in the 60s I guess it was, not the newer strain that was the original. So all that's good news. If you're going to harvest a fish, taken away from the big strains. Okay, and then we're just cutting this thing in about 1-inch segments. And I'm staking them. Some nice fat fish. Good firm meat. Pink. And like for a while. Get that cold afterwards. Head will be losing some meat there, but again, crabbing, so that'll get a purpose. And then if the bone is too tough for you, you could take a mallet and an older knife and break that vertebrae open. Or if you're old like me and lazy, that gets it through without having to use all the force. And it cuts pretty easy once that bone's out of the way. These will be bony. As a staked fish, as any trout, it has a lot of lateral bone to it, so not much of a way around that. I think there's some tricks, but I'm too lazy to follow that. Any little bits are going to the crabs. Thank you, Mr. Crab. Take the remainders, take your mix, grinding solution, and then you coat it. Put it in a bowl. And let that sit overnight. Okay, so we've sprayed the smoking racks with some cooking oil, and we're going to get the trout has been sitting for 24 hours now, and the brine solution. So you take it out. See, it's got kind of a nice little glaze to it. It make sure you leave a little bit of space around them so that they can get evenly smoked. Try to keep them same size on each of the racks, because you put the racks at different heights in the smoker, and that way the hottest can go to the upper rack where the bigger pieces are. They're all about an inch, so that makes it easier to be consistent in how it's cooked through. Skin stays on, and you repeat the process. Now this is going to, after you get them on the racks, it'll sit. You want to let it sit in the refrigerator, take it back in the refrigerator again, and let it sit for maybe an hour, and it'll get kind of a glaze to it, get kind of shiny, and it'll set up on the outside of the steaks, and that'll help it be more consistent on accepting the smoke flavor. Oops, see? Thing will be enjoyed forever. Okay, rinse and repeat. And we'll do that for the rest of these, and then let them set, and then we'll go through the smoking process. So you can see the kind of shiny color to them. That's the pellicle that's formed on here. So now they are ready to put on the smoker and make the magic happen. I use a wet smoke technique, so it's apple juice at the bottom of the smoker that will steam up as it heats up and make the fillets a lot more moist. The smoker will come up to maybe 160, 180. This is probably a 3-hour process. Keep the smoke chips coming in. I use apple wood on this just as a theme, and put a little water on the chips so that they last a little bit longer. So this process will result in a finished product that is both sweet and moist and firm. So very enjoyable. I hope you like the process. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks.